Hi guys, my name is Dmitry and welcome to my SoExpire channel. So today I decided to compare two E6 stocks from Rollei. Yes, you heard me right. So the first one is gonna be Rollei CR200 and the second one is Rollei Crossbird. So yes, I crossed the Crossbird. So the thing is that the Crossbird is actually an E6 film. It's just marked as it would be C41, so your local lab won't be charging you extra for crossing the film, which doesn't damage any chemicals and don't do anything weird. But I heard a lot of stories when local labs would mix up things and would just cross E6 film unintentionally and the other way around. So having this marking, if you don't develop film on your own, is a good thing. But I decided to give it a shot and to see what this film has to offer when you process it as E6. So my wife and I decided to do a little costume shooting. We bought this Oktoberfest type of dress and it really looked weird in northern Germany because in northern Germany Oktoberfest is not a thing. So, well, there are a couple of restaurants in Hamburg that kind of celebrate this, but it's not nearly as close as it celebrated in München. And we had a lot of weird eyes on us in the park during this photo shooting, but that's not the topic of the video. So what I actually want to do right now, I want to show you the photos right away and let you speculate which is which, like do your bets, and then in the end of the video I will tell you which one was the which one. So the thing is that the lighting conditions were pretty much the same. It was shot during like one day, during like 2 hours. So it wasn't like, okay, so I started in the daylight and then it was golden hour. No, so lighting conditions were pretty much constant throughout the shoot. So if you see and you will notice really a difference in, let's say, in film and in photos. So that's not the lighting conditions, that's the film itself. And without further ado, let's look at the pictures. So as you might have noticed, some of the photos have more warmer look to it, and other photos are kind of colder and less saturated. So what do you think, which one was which? So the most saturated photos actually is a Crossbird. and the less saturated photos, like the cooler look, is CR200. And that was interesting because there is a speculation on the internet that this is pretty much the same emulsion. But the thing is that the backing paper is different on those two stocks, and the markings on the well, positive on the film is different. So on the Rollei CR200 is the CR200 marking, whereas on the Crossbird there is Rollei CR. But they also tell you that this is a 200 ISO film, which is interesting. I mean, they actually could, put this on a box, maybe to compensate for the crossing the film, but even shooting on 200, it was behaving totally normal, so it was really interesting. So of course I underexposed a couple of shots because I was relying on the light meter of my trusty Yashica, and of course when it's like the backlit situation, I haven't compensated for that situation, so that's totally my fault, not even like a light meter of the Yashica, not even the film. So in those situations where you see like underexposure, that's my fault. All in all, I actually like the result that Crossbird provide better, because that kind of more saturated warm look I personally prefer better over the let's say like kind of a washed out look that Rollei CR200 provide with this particular situation. And as of development, I developed both rolls myself, and since I recently purchased this Yobo temperature box, let's say, I would say that results were pretty consistent. So I couldn't say that, oh, there was like a development error, so thus you have like a color shift or something. So I would say it is a film stock, so it appears to me like that. So of course, like shooting only one roll, you cannot really, state as it would be a fact, but I'm pretty confident that there were no exposure mistakes, there were no, bigger exposure mistakes, and there were no development mistakes. So everything you see is pretty much, I would say, everything you will get shooting those stocks on your own. And considering the price that at least the macodirect.de website offers you, the Crossbird is like a €0.50 cheaper, so it's 6.50, so 50 per roll, whereas Rollei CR200 is 7.15, so 1.5. It's I mean, if you it's not a big like save of money, it's just like 65 cents, but if you shoot a lot of slide film, every penny adds up. So now you have it. If you develop your film on your own, so it may be beneficial to buy Crossbird and cross the Crossbird, so like developing it as it would be E6. But if you like bring your film to the local lab, I maybe wouldn't recommend asking to cross the Crossbird, because then most probably they would charge the premium, because, well, they don't maybe know that this is a normal E6 film and they would treat it as it would be C41, thus charging you a little bit extra for the crossing. And I mean, they usually charge extra because they have to pay like more attention to what they do, and yeah, just because it's kind of not a normal request, let's say. So that's pretty much it I have to say for today. As usual, you can find all the photographs on my website, so it's soexpired.com, in a larger resolution, so you can like see them. I didn't really do anything to them, like no retouching whatsoever. I pushed blacks a little bit on the CR200 version because they were like washed out and I don't like that. So that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching and I see you next time.